Welcome back, everybody. We have finished level grinding and everything, and I figured what better way to come back than to see Lugia swimming really fast, apparently somewhere in the waters between Cianwood and Olivine City. Now, if I want him back in Royal Islands, I'm probably going to have to beat the Elite Four, and once I do that, I'm going to go back and find him. But until then, I've made some changes to my team. Like, not in the lineup or anything, but rather I did some rather massive level grinding. Change number 1. Dragonair is now named Stanley. Why? I don't know. Umbreon is now named Tsukiyomi. Catatonic and Raikami are now suddenly my highest level Pokemon. Dash is now no longer useless. Red Menace has been upgraded from HM Slave. Like, seriously, he's actually kind of good now. Although, I kind of wish his special stat wasn't so god-awful. It's his worst stat ever. Like, if I ever get a chance to replace it with physical moves, I'm gonna take it, like, immediately. Seriously. Oh, Tsukiyomi also got Last Resort, so he has a decent physical attack now. Catatonic is now no longer limited to Fire-type moves and Strength. He now has Exosensory for help, Fire Fang to deal most of his damage, and Dig for another form of offensive damage. Entei got Discharge and got rid of Spark because it really wasn't all that helpful on him. He may have a positive attack nature, but his special attack is way higher. So that's his primary focus here. Stanley is... I'm going to miss his Dragonair form because he's going to lose Shed Skin, but it's really worth it, and I'm beginning to question the logic of getting Dragon Pulse and Dark Pulse this thing after looking at its special stats. That was actually pitifully low. I have to see if I have something to replace those. It kills me inside to waste CMs like that. Well, actually, hang on. Is there any, can I teach him Rock Tomb? Because it may not be strong. Actually, that's a little too weak for my taste anyway. I kind of wish that... Wait, is Avalanche a physical move? Yes, it is. I am now very sorely tempted to do this, but I'm not going to just because I hate wasting TMs and got something a little more important to do first. Stanley is evolving. Yes, with Stanley, we will show Lance how it's really done. And not with Wing Attack, because that's actually pretty horrible. Although it is nice to have stab moves. Now, out of... You know what? I have no reason to hold on to these, so I'm just gonna feed them all to Stanley. He was sort of the lowest level Pokemon anyway. Looks like he could really use them too. And just for an even level, I'll give this to Red Menace. So yeah, this is our team. Stanley, how are your stats coming along? And holy crap, that's a lot. I have no doubts that Stanley is going to just completely wreck the competition. So why not lead with Tsukiyomi and, well, since Tsukiyomi's not much of a fighter, I'm gonna give him the EXP share. How you feeling? Wow, Tsukiyomi, you may not be a fighter, but you certainly have the spirit of one. Let's do this. Once you enter this door, you will be facing one of the Elite Four. They are really tough. You cannot exit once you enter. Are you ready? Be courageous and go for it! I like how you can just step aside without actually changing your viewpoint. This is a pretty cool room. I like those floating squares. Welcome to the Pokemon League. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Will. I have trained all around the world, making my psychic-type Pokemon powerful. And at last, I've been accepted into Elite Four. Something tells me that you used to be a gym leader if you're only using psychic types. I can only keep getting better. Losing is not an option. I suppose it's not an option if you want to stay on the Elite Four. Elite Four Will. Wow, that's a nice sleight of hand there, unless you just teleported your Pokeballs in. Oh, right. I think I might have overleveled myself by a lot. Well, I'm not complaining. Use Bite. Yeah, this is why I said that Tsukuyomi's not a fighter. Because for being 18 levels higher, that really should have at least KO'd. And now I have this stupid confusion to deal with. Of course, I could get really lucky and just go right through it like that. There we go, that's what should have happened the first time. Yeah, I don't foresee Tsukuyomi getting a whole lot of opportunities to fight here. Because Tsukuyomi just lacks a whole bunch of offensive moves. How long am I going to stay confused for? Because I don't like the idea of missing a turn due to confusion. Ooh, that is not good. Like, at all. Wow. RNG is really favoring me today. Like, really favoring me today. Alright, let's switch over to, actually, who is he gonna use? Slowbro. Stanley, your turn? Yeah, Stanley hasn't had a fight since he evolved, so why not? Isn't Slowbro like a special wall? Kinda like to see just how much damage I can deal with Thunderbolt now that I've evolved. Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Like, that base stat increase is nothing to laugh at. And, you know what? Catatonic, you have, like, no way you could possibly lose this. Thinking about it now, I just have to wonder the Elite Four's reaction when they see me just walking in the room with Legendary. Go Flamethrower. Okay, so there's Will. I forget if Bruno is second or third. And then there's Koga and Karen? Yeah, I think those were the Elite Four member names. Wow, the fact that I had to think about that just reminds me of how long it took for me to... Wow, let me completely rephrase that before I screw my line of thought up. It's the fact that I had to think about that just proves how long it's been since I played like the original Crystal. I was about to say that maybe I probably should have used Discharge because my attack stat wasn't as high, but then I remembered that this thing still reflects. Like, now that it wore off, let's try that again. Yeah, that's way better. Oh, and it's a critical hit too. I can't believe it. I certainly can, because I just did it. Even though I was defeated, I won't change my course. I will continue battling until I stand above all trainers. You move on and experience the true ferocity of the Elite Four. Technically, Will, you would be able to beat Bruno quite easily, even though you're lower level. Oh, it's Koga's second. I am Koga, the Elite Four. I live in the shadows, a ninja. My intricate style will confound and destroy you. Confusion, sleep, poison. Prepare to be the victim of my sinister techniques. Pokemon are not merely about brute force. You shall see soon enough. Oh, now that's a cool intro animation. I just realized that I never took Sugurumi out of the front. Well, that could get really bad soon. But yeah, looking at Gyarados reminds me of my last Crystal playthrough. In that playthrough, I started with Cyndaquil, but then I ended up catching a Spinarak, and then I boxed Cyndaquil and never took him out. And by the end of the game, when I stopped playing, I was at Battle Tower and I had like a level 93 Ariados, because that was like all I used throughout the entire game. Like, really. I didn't need anything else because it had like a whole bunch of moves that was one-shotting everything. And by the time I realized that Cyndaquil never left my box, I was practically done with Crystal at that point. It was like just Ariados and a whole bunch of HM slaves. Thinking about it now, I'm basically winning all these matches by just pure brute strength, just because nothing else can match it. Dash, your turn. Kinda wonder when this whole brute forcing will stop. Like, isn't the highest level, like, 50 or something? Doesn't really seem all that threatening. Jesus Christ. Dash. You're level 56, and you hit stab effective. Like, that should probably one-shot them. Oh, yeah, it's Black Sludge, that's cool. I always have to deal with that whenever I put my friend in, like, competitive battle. Well, maybe not a competitive battle, but, like, an actual battle using competitive, like, rules. Yeah, I'm not gonna chance that. Oh wait, you have... What was it? Flamethrower? I have to see. How much damage are you gonna do with this? Really? I got confused again. Wow, Confusion RNG really loves me today. A little more? There we go. Yeah, see, that's what should have happened when he fought Mutt. I mean, granted, Venomoth is way weaker, but... It's just... kind of weird to me. The next person's Bruno, so I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to give Red Menace a shot. He hasn't actually had a chance to fight yet. I'm still outsped by... Wow, Crobat's really fast. I wonder what kind of post-game I'm going to have in this... in the remakes. I mean, like, short of the, I subjected you to everything I could muster, but my efforts failed. I mistoned my skills. Go on to the next room and put your abilities to the test. I will, Koga, and I am also going to put Red Menace up front because I really don't feel like keeping Umbreon at the front. One second. Wow, I didn't realize I could fix that just like that. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. I always train to the extreme because I believe in our potential. That is how we became strong. Can you withstand our power? I see no fear in you. You look determined. Perfect for battle. Ready, Mochi? You will bow down to our overwhelming power. Hoo-ha! Actually, I don't recall ever telling you my name. Nor do I recall ever being on TV, so how did you figure my name out? You know, Red Menace is definitely a menace when it comes to... Oh yeah, that's right. Dragon Dance. I almost forgot that I gave Red Menace this move. She is going to just ruin everyone. Let's do it one more time. Okay, there is like nothing on the enemy team that can stand up to my waterfalls. darn it. I really wish I had like Octail or something. Maybe I can teach him Strength. Yeah, I should definitely get rid of those specials for Strength. There's no point in having Dragon Dance just to not be able to do anything. Like, Onyx has like no special, but then again, neither does Red Menace. Yeah, teaching Red Menace Dark Pulse and Dragon Pulse was a mistake. I need to replace those as soon as possible. I really should have checked Umber stats first before doing that. I'll probably dump Strength on like after this fight. I think Red Menace is probably one of the shoo-ins for strongest on my team. Like, if she gets a setup. Like, if I were to put up, like, 6 Dragon Dances, I could just Waterfall Lance's team to death. Yeah, I'm liking Red Menace. I'm gonna do this for the, quite as hard as you can until you faint. I'm gonna do this again until I, reach the next set. I really don't want to do this, but I guess I will teach Avalanche too, because it's the only other move I've got, and, well, it'll actually be useful. I just hope it's not a negative priority move. I think it is. Having lost, I have no right to say anything. Go face your next challenge. Can I teach Roost to anything that's not Dash? I don't think so, though. Avalanche, though. I need physical moves. There's no... Yeah. It was I wasted those TMs really badly. Should have given it to Stanley, actually. He could have used it a lot more. I didn't want to do this, but this is the only other good move that would actually benefit from being on Red Menace. Took it off Catatonic, so I need to go somewhere else, right? There we go. I'm kind of glad we have Asian moves that aren't like a piece of crap. How do you feel about getting your moveset changed again? Can you stop concentrating for like 2 seconds? Thank you.